What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Awakening World. It's our Saturday night edition, and every year we get to celebrate the Bhakti Love Festival. We kicked it off last year when they first started, and it brings together some of our absolute favorite musical artists, and many of them are with us tonight. So it's going to be a really, really fun show. There's going to be a lot of music. There's going to be a lot of connection. And because we are all about global peace and we're all about supporting our community, we also are going to have a very special segment today of honoring and connecting with some of the people who have been impacted by the terrible fires in Maui. So many of us have spent time in Lahaina. Many of us consider Maui a second home. And so we are going to be dropping in with a family who lost their home. We're going to hear about what's taking place. We're going to learn how we can support our Maui family. So that's another big part of what we've got happening tonight. And wonderful musical artists. And then a new feature, as some of you who are regulars know, we now provide every Saturday night at the end of our show, a group healing provided by a master healer from the Twin Ray community. And tonight, we have Leah Bov, who's going to be with us. So I am excited because I get to co-host the show with Johanna Beekman. And Johanna, of course, is one of the amazing people who makes the Bhakti Love Festival happen. She's also one of our favorite people on Global Peace Tribe. She's been with us from the very, very beginning, one of the very first people we had on Saturday Night Live, and we've co-hosted several shows together. We love Johanna. Welcome.
Thank you, Scott. I'm so happy to be back with all of you at Global Peace Tribe. It's always such a pleasure to be with this family.
So for people who don't know about the Bhakti Love Festival, please tell them about it. And I'll also pull up the website in a moment.
Sounds great. Yeah, so it's our second annual Bhakti Love Festival. It's a beautiful, beautiful sacred land that we hold it on in the center of California. It's close to Nevada, Arizona, California. I come down from Oregon. It's a beautiful gathering of hearts where we do a lot of devotional practices, yoga, chanting, meditation, pranayama, ecstatic dance, and it's for 4 days in Lake Isabella area at the Native Springs Oasis, a beautiful land with microclimates, with stream and ponds and paddle boards. And we've got Cece White, Donna Delory, Larissa Stowe, Jayu Tal, Jaya Lakshmi, myself, and Kamini Natarajan, Joss Jaffe, and a lot of the other artists that we have here today. So come and join us. There will be a lot of yoga teachers that are not even mentioned here that I really look up to in my own personal practice, and I'm honored to be welcoming to the land.
Yeah, one of the things that's great about your festival is it's a real combination of yoga and music and a really just beautiful tribe of people. And we're going to be hearing tonight from a lot of the people that you just mentioned: Donna Delori, Jaya Lakshmi, Jai Utal, Larissa Stowe, Josh Jaffe, Kamini. So we're going to hear, from them about what their experience is like. Um, for you, Johanna, what's your favorite thing about the festival?
Well, I really enjoy the community. It's a really unique community. A lot of the people from up in the Pacific Northwest, where I hail from, come down, as well as my California friends. And it just feels like a really beautiful gathering of hearts that's unique in its flavor. And after the festival, I had people saying, wow, that was the most amazing thing ever. It was like Burning Man meets Beloved meets some yoga festival. It's like something that is hard to imagine until you're there, and it's really quite sacred. But one of my favorite parts is actually, it's very unique, is that we go with the circadian rhythm. We aren't partying all night. There is a campfire where people can sing and gather and sing their heart songs, but we go from 8 a.m. until midnight, and then we sleep, and then we wake up and do it again. So we have that energy to really receive each other in our heart space rather than being depleted. By the end of the weekend, we're uplifted.
Yeah, and I think I just want to call out that it's also a really healthy group of people. It's healthy party as
It's
opposed
family
to,
friendly. Actually,
yeah.
that was what the call was for me, was in this festival circuit after the pandemic. I just kept seeing these electronic dance music festivals with lots of, drugs and meat and, just a really different vibe, drinking. And I wanted to find a place where we could all come together safely without substance use. So we have a very unique group of people that come together to really get high on the practice rather than on other things. So yeah, Scott, it is a much healthier group than the general festival circuit. It's also a little bit of an older demographic, which I appreciate because I learn from my elders. I honor my elders. That's where I come from. So it's a really beautiful experience where we're all one and we get to learn from each other, whether we're a presenter or a participant. We're all in this together.
Beautiful. And I'm going to go back to the website again. It's bhaktilove.com, bhaktilove.com. And I'm just going to show some of the pictures so you can get a little bit of a visual idea. And any narration you want to add, Johanna, as we're looking at these different pictures.
Yeah, so there's some glamping tents. There's lots of beautiful glamping tents. That's the workshop space, the yoga studio that you see there. Mashi Cohen does hip hop yoga. She's incredible. It's a totally different vibe when she comes on the right. And we've got fire dancers, which is what's unique, that kind of tied us to more the Burning Man crowd. And look at that family picture. We're all so happy up there.
Well, there's Fantuzzi, my brother of the last 35 years.
I think I was somewhere in that picture. I don't know how that, it looks like it's kind of pixelated. We need a higher resolution one. I was over on the right of Hari Bol. But there's hot springs. That's what's actually, those pictures are of Remington Hot Spring, which is about half an hour away from the festival land. So it's really juicy if you come out for a week and camp and enjoy that as well. Masood Ali Khan is an incredible musician. He plays handpan, which is a sound healing instrument, and sings kirtan in the devotional language of yoga, which is Sanskrit, which is a lot of what we're singing in these practices. So it's going to be quite beautiful. He's also obviously very handsome and a model in his other life.
I hadn't noticed that.
And there's our fire dancers again. People are having such a great time. And Jaya Lakshmi, who will be joining us tonight. That was the sacred tree. Everyone kept chanting under the tree. We had a whole other tent set up, and people kept doing sound healings and their own experiences in that space. So it was a really beautiful experience that people would find their places to make the bhav happen, so to speak. And there's the pool, which is really warm because of the sunlight. And rumor has it there's going to be a hot tub this year, so that's nice. Acai bowls and all of the vegetarian fare that you can really imagine, and really happy people serving it. So we also are sponsored by BY Music, which is record distribution that myself and Josh Jaffe are with. And Josh Jaffe is wearing his Bhakti Love shirt. He's pointing out in there. Yay!
Well, we
He's
love
representing.
Josh Jaffe too. And when Josh and Johanna are together, music happens. And I'm just wondering if you two would be willing to kick us off.
Absolutely.
I think that could happen. Let's do it. This is a new song that we co-wrote during the pandemic. It's called Words of Love. Uh-oh. I am having a technical difficulty, Scott. Why don't you say a moment? Or Joss. Someone.
Well, while we do that, we can talk about Josh, who you are about to see. He is a musician and a producer.
Okay,
Looks
I'll
like the
be
song's
ready
coming.
whenever we want. But yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's intro Joss. He's one of my favorite musicians and tour partners, and Scott's about to read some of his bio, so go for it, Scott.
Well, he is known for his work in New Age, world music, reggae, electronic. He's been on this show several times, playing solo, supporting the Relax Expansion Festival, supporting Johanna's Festival. You guys did that wonderful song together, which I love. Do Everything with Love. Maybe we'll even play that tonight. So, Joss has performed at all the transformational festivals: Lightning in the Bottle, Wanderlust, Lucidity, and of course, Bhakti Love. So it's great to have Joss with us.
Thank you.
And Josh, you've got something about to happen. Tell us about what you've got coming up.
I'm playing in Santa Monica at Into Me See on Monday night. If you're in Los Angeles and you're not afraid of this hurricane, then come and sing with us together in Santa Monica.
Beautiful. All right.
And that is our Bhakti Love regular Monday night concert series that's been happening every Monday since last year. So you check it out any Monday at Intimacy in Santa Monica. Joss is our featured artist this Monday, so stop by.
Right. And I just put into the chat box. Are you ready, Johanna?
I am ready whenever you are.
Take it away.
All right, so this is a song called Words of Love. I just think it's a really wonderful welcome to the feeling that we're going to have when we join that festival. So let's sing it, Joss. Do you want to say anything about it? All right, let's go. Ooh. 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 Imagine a place where everybody cares about each other. Wouldn't it be lovely? Where every day we're making it better, we're building it together in a loving way. We need thoughts of peace, words of love, between fellow people living up. We need thoughts of peace, words of love, between fellow people living up.
Imagine a world filled with love, with everybody living from higher self-elevated states. Ooh, what a beautiful world we'll create.
Ooh, this life is a faith, living every day like a blessing in every possible way. And I know what the world needs now is love, 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 love. And it's so wonderful, this feeling inside, living in a new world, living all together now, right now. What a beautiful world we'll create. Oh yes, we can now. Beautiful world we'll create. Oh yes, we will. What a beautiful world we'll create. Oh yes, we can. what a beautiful world we'll create. Bring Joss back. We need thoughts of peace, words of love between fellow people living up. We need thoughts of peace, words of love between fellow people living up. We need thoughts of peace, yes, words of love. Oh yes, we can now. Words of love between fellow people living up. We need thoughts of peace, yes, words of love. Oh yes, we can now. Yeah, we need thoughts of peace, words of love between fellow people living up. We need thoughts of peace.
Woo! All right. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And that's why you are perfect for the Global Peace Tribe. That song is that's like an anthem for us, really. Isn't it fun to see everybody getting up and dancing and moving and grooving?
Oh, I love it. There's something unique about the Global Peace Tribe community, like the Bhakti Love community in that way.
Yeah.
You're always game for it.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you, Joss. We are going to hear more from Joss a little bit later on in the show. We're going to shift gears for just a moment from that. We're going to keep the love vibe. But Johanna, is Maui a part of your life?
I actually grew up, my uncle lived on the Big Island, and I also had my godparents living in Hawaii growing up, and Ram Dass blessed me in the womb. So yes, I would say that Maui is a very close thing to my heart. The islands feel like I still remember coming of age and getting off of a plane and having my godmother put a lei on me to represent that transition. So yes, thank you. I'm so grateful that we're honoring what's going on there.
Yeah, for those of us, I've literally been to Maui 100 times, literally.
Yeah.
It's been my second home for a long time. And
Yeah.
in Lahaina, Halloween night in Hawaii, everybody goes to Lahaina in costume and goes up and down Front Street. And I have so many memories of Front Street in Lahaina, and of course the banyan tree, which is famous. The banyan tree, by the way, has survived. It's singed, it's burned, but it survived.
Oh, good.
So I'm really grateful about that.
That's such an iconic piece.
It is. It's like when you think of Lahaina, you think of the banyan tree. It's some say it's the largest banyan tree in the world. It's over 150 years old and quite the icon. So anyway, Johanna, I don't know if you've ever been on the show with Gary Malcolm before, but I'm bringing Gary on. He, like yourself, is a regular on The Awakening World. He's a Grammy Award winning artist.
Emmy.
I was thinking because you're a music guy. So
he's a music guy.
I've been a film composer for 40 years, so that's why.
That's right. So brilliant film composer, brilliant musical artist, one of our favorite co-hosts. And Gary reached out to me a few days ago and said, Scott, we got to do something to support Maui. And I've got a couple people. So Gary, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce your friends.
Thank you. I'm so grateful, Scott. You are the man. You're such an important servant for our community of love. And I'm so grateful to you. Thank you, brother. I had the great honor and pleasure to have spent some time with Mindy Barrett for the Unstoppable Love celebration for Ancient Secrets. We had a conference in Sedona in early June. And Mindy is a really gifted thought leader, representative, event planner. She has like 8 arms, and she really takes care of thought leaders all over the world and really developing their career. And When I heard what had happened and that we needed to jump to the fore to support Mindy, Mindy is really a representative of Dr. Clint Rogers at the Ancient Secrets Foundation and the Ancient Secrets famous book called Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. We'll put a thing in the chat for you to know. It's one of the most profound transmissions, ultimately, to awaken your sense of responsibility for your own health in a way that is magical. And that's all I'll say, because that's the only way to say it briefly. But when I found out that Mindy had lost her home and that your daughter, Madeline, sorry, was in the experience, we quickly rallied together. And Hope and I set up a grief ceremony on Monday, the 28th of August. And you'll tell us, Mindy, a little bit more about the kahuna that we have that's coming. We also have a poetry performance artist. We're going to have a beautiful grief ceremony, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Monday, the 28th. We'll talk all about that later. But in this short time that we were given as a part of the Bhakti Love Evening for Awakening World, we wanted to have an opportunity, Mindy, for you and Madeline to share your experience. And as a prelude also to the prayer that I've invited Hope Fitzgerald, or we've invited Hope Fitzgerald to offer as a prayer for the people of Maui and for all of you. So that's the context, everybody. Mindy, Madeline, welcome and tell us your story. And this is deserving a lot more time than we have, but give us a sense of where you're coming from and what you experienced as a preface to the prayer that we're going to be doing soon.
Deep breath, right?
Right.
Both of us. Yeah. So I was off island taking care of my elderly ill parents, and Mad was on island, and fire broke out. And she had the wherewithal to gather our elderly friend who was living with us and 6 of our animals that we've adopted from the island, get everybody in the car and take off.
Wow.
She spent the next 36 hours in the car eating oranges and not drinking because she wanted to save it for the animals. Yeah. And
what did you see, Madeline? What can you share from your
I can share that morning, the power had been out since 5 a.m. and no one had really slept. And I got up, I did all the things. We were actually packing. And so I did some packing, and my friend Mary came and got me, and she's like, let's go for a drive and see the damage of the town. And we drove down to Front Street and looked at one of the roofs had come off of one of the buildings. And
because there was a lot of wind at that time, it wasn't a fire, it was just wind.
Crazy windy. And we went to the grocery store, and then we went back home, and I started packing a little bit more. And probably
did you start packing because you knew you needed to evacuate?
No, we were getting ready to go off island.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, go on.
And I was watching the smoke from the kitchen window. Our house was a little higher up than all the other houses. And I was watching the smoke out of the kitchen window. And at 4:50, I saw it shift, the wind shift. And I looked at Diane, our 70-year-old friend, and I was like, all right, time to pack. Go pack anything that you absolutely love and put it in the car. And we took 2 cars. We had about I did 40 minutes of packing and scrambling to get, it gives it a totally new understanding to herding cats. And I got everybody in the car, and my best friend Mary ran down the street. She lived 5 houses down from me and was like, we have to evacuate. We have to get out of here. Going towards Lahaina town from my house in Waihekuli, it was all gridlocked. Everybody was trapped in their cars going one way towards town. And so we went north up towards Kaanapali and just kept driving and stopped at hotels and asked if we could stay there, and nobody had a room. And so I ended up sleeping in the Napili Market parking lot with the 4 cats in my car and Diane with our 2 dogs in the other. And There was no cell phone service the entire day. There was no police coming through the neighborhood warning anybody. They had barricaded people in on Lahaina Luna and trapped them. Unbelievable. And at around 5:30, people were starting to jump into the water from Front Street to escape the flames.
Yeah. So
There were people in there. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, there were people in there. We have a friend that was in there with her mom for over 11 hours. And
In the water, you mean? Wow.
In the ocean. Yeah, in the ocean. And, there's stories of how, the first layer of ash landed on the water and then the water was on fire because there was a barrier on top of it. And like people with their children, and it horrific, absolutely horrifying, the videos and the stories that are coming out of what actually went down. And
from our friends, they're not random
and our
strangers.
neighbors, and everybody's really mourning right now.
Yeah. Well, this deserves more time. And what I want you to know is how touched and grateful I am, and I know everyone in the Awakening World community is, that you came on to help spread the word about space and time that we're going to have for the grief ceremony and honoring, because so often we focus on the actual, the food, the shelter, which is very important. But also psychologically, I think you told me, Mindy, that people are walking around like walking zombies. There people are deer in the headlights everywhere. And so, and you guys are also probably experiencing PTSD. So my hope that for tonight, as Hope enters this field to address those that are departed as well as those that are still here, I want you to know that this is for you too right now. What Hope and I am providing recorded music, and I just want to thank you for inspiring us all to show up for you and for the needy and the Maui community. We love you, we support you, and the Ancient Secrets community is an extraordinary community that is hosting this site for the donations. And there are many others, I know, and we have a very particular gift to give, and we'll talk about that a little bit after the meditation because we only have a limited time tonight. But you guys, anything else before I pass the baton to Hope?
Yeah.
I want to come in real quickly and let people know, and I'm going to put it in the chat box, but the place to go to learn more, where we can support, because Maui needs our love, our prayers, but also our green energy. So please go to ancientsecretsfoundation.org/Maui. ancientsecretsfoundation.org/Maui. And let's be generous during this time. Let's all do our prayer together. We're going to tune in with Hope and Gary's beautiful music. Mindy and Madeline, thank you for the courage to come in and to talk with us.
Do you have one more thing you wanted to say before we pass the baton?
Yes, please. I just wanted to speak to, I know that there's a lot of really great nonprofits out there, and I know that there's a lot of government help that's quote unquote on the ground. We'll save that conversation for another day. But the reason that we started this particular gathering of funds is because there's, you have to be somewhat with it. You have to be somewhat recovered and in your body to pursue funding from the government. You have to have internet. So many people in Lahaina still don't have service. You have to have a ride over there. You have to have your wits about you to answer all these questions and be in a place. We're going through the inventory of our house in order to get some funding reimbursement. It's hard. It's really difficult thing to do during the moment that you're grieving and traumatized. And we put this fund together so that we can literally help in the moments that we see it. I've been helping people pay for their prescriptions at the counter at the drugstore. I've been, just right now, right here in this now moment, to have the funds to support people that they've more than lost everything. They're lost. They are lost right now. So thank you all. We appreciate you.
And thank you for showing up, even in the midst of your challenge and your PTSD, for recognizing where the need is. Mindy, I saw you in action in Sedona, and I am a fan of you for life because you understand how to take care of people. You're amazing. And I'm going to pass the baton now because I know we have a lot coming up with the Bhakti Love Festival community, and can't wait for that as well, to celebrate the joy. Okay, Hope, pass it on, and you might want to tell me when you're ready, and you might want to say a word about the music just so that we can, I'll put something in the chat about it so people know how to get it or learn about it. But
Okay. I just, thanks Gary and Mindy and Madeline. It's nice to meet you, Madeline. Even if it is across the many miles. I have great respect for what you did. You're a brave soul. And Mindy, I love you. You know that. So I am honored to be able to be a conduit here for whatever wants to come through. I am going to just show you quickly this little image. You can see it. It's a figure 8 made of flowing water. It's called the infinity wave. It may come into play tonight. I don't know. But in case it does, it's in that watery flow is a very high frequency of love and compassion. So if it comes in and you get directed to use it, don't worry about it. Just go with the flow, so to speak. All right, Gary. And dearest souls, we are gathered here in recognition of your heavy hearts. And we weep for you. We weep with you. Let us begin by centering ourselves first. Let us breathe in through our feet the calming essence of our dear Gaia, of our Mother Earth, which holds us all infinitely. And let us breathe through our hearts down into her, up through the feet into the heart and down again. Deep breaths that bring our systems into calm, knowing we are held always, despite what happens on the surface. Fill your hearts with that blessing from her. And now let us breathe from the heart up through the crown, expanding outwards. And inhaling back into the heart that essence that lies around us and above us at all times. That love, that light, also calming. Allowing the heart to drink that in. Now that we are aligned with above and below, let us move our collective hearts into one. Let us come together as in a large circle, seeing a large beating heart right in the center of it. As we extend our hearts into that one. And in that large heart in the center of our circle, we tap into many things. We tap into the despair, the fear, the loss, the grief, the confusion. But we also tap into so much compassion. So much love. Let us invite Mindy and Madeline right into the center of that heart. And let us fill them with so much compassion and love that all they have experienced begins to melt away. Help them to receive it, even in the states they are in. Mindy and Madeline, you are surrounded. You are held with the most loving souls you can imagine. Even if you don't know their names, they are here. And it is not just we, but all the elders who float around us. The higher beings, the ancestors, indeed the entities of Hawaii. Move in now to lend their vibration of love and healing. Now, as a collective, still holding Madeline and Mindy in the middle, let us lift off and let us project ourselves to Maui, hovering above her. In this beautiful circle, in this giving, loving circle, we gaze down upon the ravaged scene. And we take it in. Because we are courageous. And we must see the truth. And as we weep Our tears turn to gentle rain. Rain that falls upon the devastation. Upon the people. Upon the plants. Upon the animals. But our rain contains blessings of love, blessings of compassion and empathy for all that has transpired. Blessings upon the waters. Blessings upon the caregivers. Blessings upon those who have transitioned and upon those who have lost their loved ones, two-legged or four-legged. And on those who have lost their homes, their vehicles, their businesses. All are encompassed now in this gentle rain of love, compassion, and healing from our great heart. We ask of all who can hear us. We know the power of miracles. We know things are possible. And we ask the heavens, we ask the earth, we ask the wisdom keepers, we ask all who can hear us to bring gentleness, patience, equanimity, and understanding to all who remain there in Maui in the thick of it. We ask that life become a bit easier, even in these difficult times. We ask the powers of the mountains to hold these beautiful people who are struggling. We bring our great heart to join with the heart chakra of these islands. To bond with it so it knows we are here, we are willing, and we are loving all. Though it is hard to leave now that we are bonded to this place and these people like Mindy and Madeline. We must return, but we can leave. This representation of our great heart. To stay hovering over this beautiful island and keep working. Keep raining down all that we have begun here tonight until life has restored itself in some shape or form, and recovery is underway. Let us pull ourselves back now, back into Scott's room, knowing that a piece of us is left behind to do its good work. Mindy and Madeline, though we gently unwrap you now, we hope that the sensation of our love continues to reverberate in your beautiful, beautiful souls, and that it refuels you for what lies ahead. We've got your back. Now and always. And so it is.
Allow this moment to bring your prayers into the vibrational frequency that's being offered now with this music supporting it. Your heart and your mind and your soul, let this music listening together seal this love that we offer to the entire island and all the people and all life in them. This music be a benediction and a prayer for them. A few moments.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for such an exquisite meditation, Hope. Such beautiful music, Gary, and Mindy and Madeline for opening your hearts so beautifully. We will continue to, dedicate tonight's show to you. Just one more time for everybody watching, please go to ancientsecretsfoundation.org/Maui. And there is hope after the flames, but there's so much work that needs to be done. And so you can just click here, support Maui now. That shows you all the different ways that you can support. They need our prayers, but they also need our green energy. So I'm going to donate right now and invite everybody else to please do that as well. Please donate and be generous.
And I want to let everyone know that we are having this grief ceremony. And could you just say a moment, because we have to end, the kahuna that you've invited Mindy to come and participate, and me and Hope will be doing this together, as well as Kim Rosen, the poetry performance artist, and some elder kahunas that that have invited as well, right? So this is Monday, August 28th at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and ancientsecretszoom.com, right? So that's where it will be. And we do have to end, but is there anything you want to say about that kahuna that you brought in?
He's been on island, has been working with his community, the Hawaiian Nation, for over 20 years.
Beautiful.
He's one of the most beautiful souls I've met on island.
Is it Al Laganero by any chance?
It's actually Kedar St. John
Oh, Kedar.
from the Temple of Peace.
I've known Kedar for 30 years.
Kedar.
Fantastic. I knew you'd know him, Scott.
Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you.
We're so grateful. We appreciate you.
Thank
We
you.
can do hard things together.
So let's pray hard, let's meditate hard, and let's joyfully embrace the Bhakti Fest love and joy that you're going to be celebrating in honor of the beautiful people of Maui. And thank you again, Scott, this is such an example of you, Scott, that you just show up for what matters most. Instantly, you move mountains for us. I love you, man. You're the best.
I love you too. Thank you so much. And I will put back the link in, and also put the link in for people who want to participate in the grief ceremony. And Mindy and Madeline, if you can stick around and enjoy the show, great. Otherwise, thank you so much for being with us. I'm going to bring my co-host Johanna back on. We are going to move right into one of the great stars of the Global Peace Tribe. Donna Delory is with us, and we love Donna. She's incredible, and it's a blessing to have her with us. Thank you again, Hope. So coming from Topanga, from her home in Topanga, here's Donna. And Johanna, what do you want to share about Donna?
Well, Donna is one of the most inspiring artists in my mind at our festival. Wait, everyone's inspiring because we're all beautiful and unique in our own way. But she shines like her jacket. You're going to see when she comes on screen. And she has this beautiful heart that she sings with. Not to mention that she has a background in pop music and many, many years in that world. She kind of somehow found her way into the Bhakti world and became the queen of devotional music in a way. For a lot of us artists, we really look up to her as a singer, as a dancer, as a poet. She comes together with incredible musicians at whatever event she has, and holds space for the heart to open. And that's something that I really, really look up to in her musicianship. So without further ado, I didn't read a specific bio, but I think I hit a lot of my talking points on this beautiful heart coming.
Welcome back to the Awakening World, Donna. Thank you for being with us, and perfect timing for you to come in after this powerful meditation and all of our hearts tuned into our Ohana in Maui.
Yes, my heart is open, and thank you for that beautiful meditation. I'm so happy we could all be in that space together. And this next piece that I'm going to do is a great artist who's inspired me so much. His name is Robbie Robertson, passed away this past week. And his music really brought me, I feel like I was in Taos, New Mexico listening to his music, brought me into this space of devotional music. So I'm so grateful to him. And this is his song. It's called Unbound. With eyes of fire, no one can see the smoke from the sweet grass covers me. Do 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 do. I am drawn. I am drawn to her like a moth to a flame. She leads me now, unbound. Hey, hey, hey. No borders, no fences, no walls. Hey, yeah. No borders, no fences. I am lost. I am lost. Can anybody see me? I am lost. Do, 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 yeah. Do, do, do. Oh, nothing is forgotten. Oh, only left behind. Wherever I am, she leads me now. She leads me now, unbound. Hey, yeah, yeah. No borders, no fences, no walls. Hey, yeah, yeah. No borders, no fences. Unbound, unbound. Oh, listen for the night shift. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No borders, no fences, no walls. Hey, yeah. No borders, no fences. I'm back. No walls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unbound. 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 Do do do, yeah. Do do do, yeah. Do do do, yeah. Do do. Oh, listen for the night shift. Unbound.
Woohoo! Bravo! Wonderful, wonderful.
be unbound and embody the strength to heal, right? To be there for one another, align ourselves with this great, great power of Ma, Jai Ma.
Hi,
Jai
Ma.
Jai Ma.
Thank you, Donna.
Donna, while you're with us, just briefly, what do you most enjoy about the Bhakti Love Festival? What are you most excited about experiencing there?
It's really, what I love is the community, you know. I feel like, I live in Topanga Canyon and I have my community around me here, but, I dip in a lot of different worlds and communities because I have a 14-year-old daughter and I take her to school and her, you know, different activities and everything. But when I really get there, I feel like these are my people, this is my community. And I feel it just gives me a lot of faith and hope and humanity, and that we can, embody more of those qualities of just having, living with an open heart, walking with an open heart, greeting each other with an open heart, recognizing the divine in one another. And to be in a place like that is really powerful. And it's freeing. And that song Unbound, you feel like you could just be whoever you want to be and you will be loved and accepted for that. So it's beautiful to be a singer and to share my gifts and dance with people, and it's just a real freeing experience. And I always have peak experiences at these festivals, and last year was a beautiful, beautiful
Mhm.
event. So I hope we embody all that once again together, and it's going to be a great time. And it's even going to be cooler because it's in October this year. So I look forward to that. Right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually going to be
good
quite
call moving into October for sure.
exactly. It's going to be quite beautiful. By October, around there, it's about mid 80s high in the day, and then night times like 60, 55. So it's camping. There's a lot of camping, glamping around there. It'll be super cozy and really, really lovely to not be sweating our butts off.
Exactly. Yeah, and the dust, it feels like at that time of the year too, there's a little more moisture and the dust has settled a little
Yeah.
bit. And
Yeah, and we're at the base of the Sierra Nevadas at the land. So there's this huge view of these mountains surrounding us, and we have water on land. So it's not dusty playa like we think of festivals. It's actually got trees and ponds and streams. And so that time of year, I feel like it's going to be really cozy. And hopefully we can get some native elders to actually fire up the sweat this year, Donna. That would be pretty
ooh,
epic.
that would be incredible.
I would love that Sunday night after your evening sunset set. We kind of all just cozy up. So I'm working on that right now. Let's all
Ooh.
cross our fingers that we can find someone who tends the land who wants to hold that space for us.
Mhm.
But yeah, thank you for that beautiful song. I feel the same way that's kind of why I chose the song that I chose, is because it's an English song about the feeling that we get when we sing Bhakti together for a week, or for 4 days or whatever we get to be together. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
unbound, unlimited, connected,
Yeah.
one. So thanks for being part of the family, my love. We're
Yes,
really
thank
Donna,
grateful.
I know that you've got a dinner party happening, that you jumped down into your studio.
My husband's family is in town and they're having a dinner party. I'm up at the guest house right now, but down in the house they're cooking, and I'm like, I'll be right there.
Thank you. Well, all right. I just want to let people know that you can get all things Donna Delori at a website, and it's very easy. So remember, it's donnadelori.com, and enter the site, into the beautiful world of Donna and her wonderful, wonderful albums, her music. I was just playing the We Shine album 2 weeks ago. It's so beautiful. And so go get Donna Delori music. It's heartfelt, it's soulful, and it's Donna Delori who rocks. We love you, Donna.
Thank you so much. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, and thank you, Scott, for, it was so great to meet you in person.
I know, right?
And just thank you everyone for your support of us as artists, because we keep putting music out there and we keep the flow going for our artistry. And when you guys listen to it, it just keeps the energy moving, and sharing it with friends is amazing, and streaming. And I'm constantly, like, I have Apple Music, so I'm always sending songs to people, and I'm like, what if they don't have Apple Music? but it's super fun to share music, right, Johanna?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
we're going to be doing some fun Bhakti Love playlists with you coming up here too.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yay,
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, please share music. Keep making music, Donna. We are so grateful that you're in this world doing this magic. Thank you. Thank you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Blessings.
Donna. Aloha. See you soon.
Blessings. Love you guys.
Peace and love. Ooh, the sun's going down here. My lighting just got strange. Look at
Oh,
this.
you
I'm
got
in a
the witching
five-dimensional
hour.
reality.
Yeah, gorgeous as always. I would love for you to introduce Kamini. We love Kamini.
Oh, Kamini Natarajan. She's such a beautiful singer. This gorgeous Indian classical raga singer weaves the Indian classical rags with the kirtan mantras and creates a soundscape that is both calming, relaxing, and ecstatic. I have experienced it in person myself, and it's quite lovely. I've actually had the honor of collaborating with this beautiful goddess as well. She's even an author, actually. She has many, many talents on this earth plane, and she also has a day job. So I don't know how she does it. She has a beautiful daughter that plays the tabla with her and joined us at Bhakti Love last year, and I hope she'll join us again this year. I just love the balance of artistry, the householder, and holding space for this real matrix that we're in. Kamini, you're an inspiration to me as an artist, and I'm really grateful to call you one of my musical family and inspirations. So welcome to the Bhakti Love Saturday, Global Peace Tribe show.
Thank you.
Both,
Thank you
both.
so much, Joanna. And thank you, Scott, for having all of us here. And thank you, all of you, for joining. And it has been such a beautiful evening, right? With that wonderful meditation, wonderful music that you, Joanna, and Josh shared earlier. And then the beautiful, beautiful meditation by Gary and Hope. And then, of course, the lovely song that Donna played just now. It's all kind of, like really, really nice and beautiful to just be in this space. So thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for being here and sharing your magic. And I just wanted to say again, it's also so beautiful that we're holding space for Maui and for all of the things that are not right in this world with this practice. So thanks for cradling us in your sound coming up. And I think it's going to be a perfect way to move this show along to the next beautiful thing. So thank you. Yeah. And for listening to everything. You've been here the whole time.
Yeah. No, it's a pleasure, right? I think we need more such gatherings, if anything, right? And I think it's a beautiful place to be in. It's a place where there is no judgment, where we are all welcome. And the two most important things in the space is bhakti and love. And right. And that is all, like that is the core of, I feel like, what we are as human beings. So it's an honor to be here.
Thank you. That's a beautiful representation of what we're doing. And you were just so beautiful last year, and we're really glad that you're joining us again.
Yeah, no, I am really, really looking forward to it, Joanna. And my entire family is, as you know, I do bring my little family to all of these events. And what I really love about Bhakti Love is that I can bring, right? I mean, my daughter always comes with me. She's now 12-year-old. We have been connected, like ever since I think she was 5 or 6, and she travels with me, she sings with me, and it's a beautiful space where I don't even think about, is it appropriate for me to bring my daughter, right? She feels very nice there, and it's such a beautiful, lovely festival that you have created. And you get to kind of, like, bhakti doesn't come in just forms of Indian classical music. And I say that as an Indian classical singer myself, right? It comes in beautiful, various forms, variety of voices, variety of genres of music. And we each one has our own way of expressing it. And the beautiful fact about Bhakti love is that you get to sample all of that and you get to take all of that in. And it's very nice. It's really, truly amazing for me.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I was just thinking about the word bhakti, and I was wondering if all of the people here even know what that means, right? And I was thinking it's the yoga of devotion. Correct me if I'm incorrect, but that's my understanding of
Yeah.
bhakti. And that is what's unique about the festival, is that we explore all of those devotions, whether it's dance, art, creative practices, rags with your workshops, Indian classical music, or chanting. So there's room for all of it. And I'm really happy to hear that your daughter loves the experience as well. She's such a
Yeah.
gem.
Yeah, no, we all love it. We all love it. And I think you do hear that from a lot of people who do come and participate in it, right? That they felt really nice. And I know that last year it was a bit hot, but yeah, end of the day, it was still all really nice, right? There was probably more warmth in our hearts. And I attribute some of the heat to that. And but it was beautiful. It was lovely. I mean, there were so many workshops. I personally attended quite a lot of them, and there were so many various music artists and, like so many different things happening all around. And it was really nice. And it was fun. It was fun. It was energizing, but at the same time meditative. So what else, do you really need from that festival? And it's a very quick drive and very convenient to drive from Southern California where I live. So yeah, I am truly, truly looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, I would love for the viewers to get a taste of your bhakti devotional music. And also,
Oh, sure.
and while you're doing that, I'm going to figure out what code we have for the Saturday Night Alive family to come at a discount. So I'll be announcing that in a little bit, so don't go away. But thank you, Kamini, for being here and sharing your beautiful music. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Joanna. And I am going to sing a very little, short devotional, what we call the bhajan, which is a devotional song. And this one is going to be featured in one of my latest albums that comes out on September 9th. So September 9th, not the entire album, but, I will kind of do the first song of it. It's for Lord Krishna. And the lyrics have been written by a 14th century saint from India called Meera Bai. And she was actually one of the pioneers of this entire Bhakti movement. She was the one who started this art of, Bhakti singing and devotional singing. So I am just going to sing a very, very short piece out of it. राणा जी ने तो गोविंद गुण को गास्या राणा जी ने तो गोविंद गुण को गास्या गोविंद गुण को गास्या चरणामृत को नीम हमारो नित उठ दर्शन राणा जी गोविंद गुण गास्या राणा जी मैं तो गोविंद गुण को गास्या गोविंद गुण को गास्या. So Govind is another name for Krishna. And in this, through these lyrics, Meera is saying that I am going to sing the names of Krishna and different names of Krishna. And yeah, that is like, I'm sure, you felt that feeling of devotion, of surrender, of, just bhakti and love.
The moment you start to sing, it takes us to India. It takes us all the way around the world, and your devotion is so clear. Your absolute love of the divine is so beautiful. I am so grateful every year when you come onto this show and share, and want to remind people that they can get much more of you by going to kaminimusic.com. kaminimusic.com. Definitely do what I'm doing right now. Put in your name and a valid email address. and what are we going to get? We get a free song here.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. And of course, at the website is where you can get all the things. You got Shiva mantras and downloads, videos. Look at all the places where you're performing at Bhakti Fest and Bhakti Love, playing with many of our other favorite musical artists. So there's a lot going on. Is there anything else you want us to point out to Kamini? I know you've got this wonderful new recording coming out in September.
Yeah, I do have this recording coming out in September, and I would say that it's a project that is very close to my heart because I am a big, like for lack of vocabulary, fan of Saint Mirabai. And because she wrote all of these hundreds of poems in Bhakti to Sri Krishna. And it's incredible that, she was what she was doing. And I started singing some of her poems when I was I think 12 or 13. And this short bhajan that I sang was actually composed by my mother. And I sang it as a very, very little kid. And it's so, it kind of brings me all of those memories back. And it's almost like revisiting those songs, finding those connections again. And, adding a little bit of more, I would say, intricacies to it, and then going a bit deeper now that I think I understand devotion and bhakti a little bit more. So it's kind of like my journey through this song. So this is a very important, very, very beautiful project that I have coming up. But I would also like to invite all and everybody here to join us at Bhakti Love. It's a beautiful event, and it's very, special for all of us. And then, of course, please, I think there is a link in chat. By all means, let's all support our dear, Moi community and Hawaii and Mindy and her beautiful project.
And Kamini, I want you to know you have a beautiful soul sister that's in our audience. Ayada just wrote, I named one of my daughters after that same Mirabai. Yeah, so you and Ayada have a little something.
Yes, that is amazing.
I'm going to bring you up, Ayada. I hope you don't mind. So there's Ayada who named her daughter after Mirabai.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. And I see that Joanna just put a code for Bhakti Love.
Yeah, so 20% off for all of us, special tonight. I just had it made special for everyone here in this party. It is SNA 20. So Saturday Night Alive. Whoops, I'm in a previous year. But
That's
so
quite
it's
all right. We
really
still
super
honor Saturday
special
Night
now.
Live. It's okay. It's all right. We have fond memories, and it is Saturday night, and we are alive. So it's all
Yes.
Yay! So SNA, Saturday night, you are alive, 20% off of Bhakti Love. That's what we have going on.
Amazing.
and beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, everybody, the way to do that is just go to bhaktilove.com and somewhere it's going to say festival tickets. Here we go.
Yep.
Click festival tickets and put in your order and put in that special code. Thank you, Johanna.
Yeah. Thank you, Kamini. That was beautiful. And thank you for sharing a little bit about all of your studies. And it's really important in the Bhakti Love community that we spend more time listening to people like you who come from
Thank you.
the practice. And so I'm
And
glad.
vice versa, Joanna, and vice
Oh.
versa. It's also really important, and it's as important for me to listen to all of your bhaktis and all of your
Oh.
voices and all the music that you guys do.
I guess that's why we have Ganesha this year. If you saw as the O, he's
Yeah,
got big ears. Ganesha is
yeah.
elephant-headed deity.
Listen everything. Yes.
It's for
Yes.
listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
community, I know that the next person you're going to see is probably somebody that I know, I'm sure you know quite well. It's Jai Uttal.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
And
Yes.
Jai is a longtime friend of mine. I've known him for 30 years. He wasn't able to be with us live tonight, but I had the pleasure to chat with him just a couple of days ago. And so this is a pre-recorded video that we made just a few days ago. And it's really fun to hear what he has to say about the Bhakti Love Festival. So here is our friend Jai Uttal. It's always such a joy when we get to have Jai Uttal with us. So many of us have known him and his music for so long, his yoga, and he's going to be one of the featured presenters here at Bhakti Love. And so welcome back to the Global Peace Tribe, Jai.
Thanks, Scott. So good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. We've known each other a long time.
Yeah.
So what does Bhakti mean to you? Like, tell us your definition of Bhakti and how you apply that in your life.
I'll give you a very personal rather than a traditional idea of what bhakti is. But to me, bhakti is connecting with spirit through the heart, connecting with spirit in the most personal way, like spirit in my wife, spirit in my son, spirit in the trees outside, spirit in Rama and Hanuman, but also spirit in everyone I meet. Now, of course, easier said than done, but the practices of bhakti, like for me, there's many, but for me particularly, singing mantras, chanting mantras, just kind of like opens a little bit the aperture of my heart and allows me just a little bit easier to see the divine in everything. And again, as I say, I am far from an enlightened person, but there's that intention. Bhakti helps me. I mean, it is that intention to try to connect to the divine in all.
Just want to breathe that in because that's certainly my goal, and many of our goals is like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be enlightened, but God, I sure want to see the divine in all beings more and more each day. Just more and more each day I can do that. Then it feels like it's been a successful day, at least in terms of my spiritual work.
That's exactly what I feel, and I don't really make a distinction between spiritual work and other work, because it's all part of the practice, and some work is more tedious and some work is more inspired, but if we can see and feel and offer to the spirit in all those aspects of our life, then as you said, then it's a pretty good day. and and I go back to what I said using the word enlightened. I don't even really like to use that word because I don't even know what it means, but it's exactly what you said. Is if each day we could just be a little bit more coming from that deep place in our heart and seeing that deep place in others just a little bit more each day. It's been a really good day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the things that's going to make your time at Bhakti Love Festival a really good series of days is being with people in person. And what's that like for you? You're going to be with Donna Delory and Larissa Stowe and Johanna and Kenneth and a lot of our friends. How is that for you?
Well, lately I've been doing a bunch of smaller local events and in-person events, and oh, I just love it. In fact, last week my wife and my son were down in Los Angeles because Ezra is going to music college starting in a couple of weeks there. So they found an apartment for him and his buddy. So Nubia's yoga class, she had to find a sub. So I said, I'll sub, but I don't know anything about yoga. I mean, I know a little bit about yoga, but I don't really. So I just brought my guitar and harmonium and no sound system. And I spent an hour and a half with a room full of people, completely unamplified, completely acoustic, just singing and talking. Oh boy, I just loved it so much. And then a couple of weeks ago, I think maybe 3 weeks ago, I guess, time is funny. But I was down in Santa Monica, and Kenneth and Bhakti Love hosted me for a concert at the Santa Monica Women's Club.
Oh, wow.
And it was yeah, it was great. I loved it. My band was really far out, and the audience being with like real people in a real room, everyone was so happy. And everything that I've done with Kenneth, I wasn't at Bhakti Love last year because I was still reticent in terms of COVID, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But everything I've done with him subsequently has been just so nice and real and filled with integrity and good vibes. So I'm really looking forward to Bhakti Love Festival, Bhakti Love Reunion.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
it's the way it's put together and the way Kenneth is organizing it. It's all very personal and 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 respectful and just really nice. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, good. Yeah, as you're telling the story, I'm really appreciating your ability to just love whatever it is you're doing, and I'm remembering seeing you play at the House of Blues in LA in the mid 90s, right?
That was a transformational night.
I was there. I was there with my girlfriend, and and it's just, isn't it wonderful though that you can have a big event like that, but also enjoy playing at without a sound system in a yoga studio with a few people, or play at it's like learning to take joy and be present with whatever it is, whether it's big and epic or whether it's just beautifully intimate. And I think that's part of our maturing process, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth, and don't share this with any promoters or festival producers because I need to work. But
Kenneth is
but
going to be watching this, so be careful. Kenneth is with us, probably.
okay. Well, I just want to say I actually think at this moment in my life, which could change next month, but just here, I'm really more enjoying this really small, intimate things. Um, Maybe it's part of, maybe it's like a kind of a process because for 3 years I wasn't with anybody. So now, coming out into the smaller events where I can really connect personally with people, um, I've been loving it. And so Bhakti Love Festival will be, well, I'm going to Omega, and I did go to Omega yet last year for their weekend of chanting, but that's also pretty small comparatively, and it's lovely, But Bhakti Love, I think, will be my first festival since prior to the pandemic. So that's going to be kind of like it's like a coming out party,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
to speak.
yeah. Well, I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you and
Okay.
giving you a hug. And
Great.
thank you so much for taking a few minutes to be with us. And while we're doing this, will be airing on Saturday night. While we're doing that, you and Nubia are leading a retreat, a kind of combination yoga music retreat at Mandala Springs in Cobb.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We'll be heading out tomorrow morning and setting up tomorrow afternoon. And it's a small group, but it's gonna be great. Yeah, and I have nothing more to say about that, but I'm really looking forward to it. Nubia's already packed in the car.
Well, give her my best. Thank you for some time with us.
I
And
will. Thank
again,
you.
thank you for just being such a wonderful part of our community. We love you, man. We love you.
Thank you so much. And I really feel part of the community, and that the community that starts locally and that spreads globally is so important. It's more than ever this kind of heart connectivity with all of us is so valuable and so important, and I'm really grateful.
Yeah, and now we get to do both. We get to do it online like this for our family all over the world, but we also get to, when we're lucky, get together locally. And it's beautiful to do both.
All righty, Scott. Thanks so much, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you. I love that guy. I really love him. So we got a chance to talk to him, Johanna, but I also thought it would be fun to show a short video. And I kind of went in, we've had him on the show before, but instead of showing that, I found on his YouTube channel a really cool video. So we're going to play this one, and I think you'll enjoy it. I think the whole audience will enjoy it. It's Very Global Peace Tribe.
Yay.
Sambasada, 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 Shiva, Sambasada, 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 Shiva, 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 Sambasada. Sambasada, 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 Shiva, Sambasada. Sambasada, 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 Shiva, Sambasada. 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 Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shiva Samba Sada, Samba Sada Shiva Samba Sada. Samba Sada, Samba Sada, Samba Sada Shiva Samba Sada, Samba Sada, Samba Sada, Samba Sada Shiva 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 Samba Sada, Hara Hara Gauri Samba Sada, Hara Hara Gauri Samba Sada.
Fun video, yeah? Will we hear Johanna speak?
Yes, it was amazing. That album is so fun. It's really high energy, and I just know he's gonna bring it. I was at the Santa Monica show running the merch booth, and it was incredible. The whole room was actually, it's a huge building, and it was bouncing. So
Yeah.
we'll be looking forward to that, the whole main stage. Well, we've got 2 main stages is the other great thing about this year.
2 main stages now. So how are you going to manage that? Like going on at the same time, or
Other
one just
they
setting
switch
up
off.
the other- Yeah.
Yeah, so during the one's transition, the other one goes, and so it's going to be a really beautiful, seamless energy, and then a great couple of practice places above the food. So it's just, there's somewhere for everyone, and nothing felt empty. And it was our first year last year, so that's really great too. It should be pretty full and beautiful. But yeah,
Beautiful.
Jai is going to bring it the way that he does, and that's, I love those high energy kind of rockin'. He's got a groove to him with his whole band when he's got Pragnia singing. It's just an amazing experience. So can't wait to do the live thing again.
Speaking of live things, Indy Rishi is supposed to be next, and
He's come in a couple of times now.
is. I just asked him to turn on his camera, and we will see if he's blessing us with his presence.
Oh, heaven no,
there he
everybody. Heaven
is.
no.
From Mother Hawaii right now, actually.
Wow, yeah, we're actually on the
Sorry,
Black
Coco
Rock.
is so happy to see you. She's barking.
Ah, oh
Little
my God,
blind
hi,
dog.
Coco. Hi.
Hey.
Meow, meow. I mean, meow, meow. I mean, bow, 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 bow.
Bow bow. You got
Bow,
the ocean behind you.
Yeah, yeah. Even she's like, hey, I want to go out there. It's really beautiful.
I can't even see it, but I know there's ocean somewhere.
Aw, and
Welcome,
you look
Indy.
amazing, Johanna. You look amazing. Are you wearing a sari?
No, I'm just wearing a shawl over a dress to cover my shoulders kind of haphazardly.
Well, you could have totally tricked me and everybody and been like, yeah, you're wearing a sari, and I would have been like, you could finally say you're sorry.
I could
That's
finally say
acceptable.
I'm sorry. I actually tried that once, Indy. I remember, we actually last year we ran some appropriation or appreciation conversations, a lot of dialogues around yoga and diversity. And one of the things for me, I had an Indian classical teacher that told me to wear a sari, eat Indian food, immerse myself in the Indian culture. I tried it, and I'm like this white girl, and I was just, I don't know, with my diversity training and my background in women's studies, something wasn't quite adding up. I felt like I was appropriating something that wasn't mine. So, you won't see me in a sari, but you will hear me say I'm sorry if I'm wrong.
All right, I guess so. But I do invite you and I lovingly challenge you to maybe, we don't even need to say sorry anymore. What if we say what we really mean rather than sorry, and we just like, hey, sorry, it's like, hey, we turn it down a little bit.
One of my teachers actually says, Instead of saying sorry, you say, I'm so sexy. And then no one says that they're sorry anymore in front of her because you have to say, I'm so sexy.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a good
Talk about transmuting the energy really quickly, you know?
Hey, Indy, we're getting a lot of wind noise, unfortunately.
Wind! Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, there's wind in the ocean? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Go
so,
figure.
well, we want to hear what you have to say and whatever you can do to kind of not have us, because it's a little uncomfortable to hear all that wind.
Oh yeah? How about now if I tuck it in my shirt right here? How's that?
Oh,
How's that?
that got a little better.
Yeah,
Right?
better. Thank you.
How about now? You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
We definitely can hear you. You're loud enough. So just, yeah, try and cover it up so that we're still getting some wind noise, but.
Yeah, Mother Nature is kind of crazy, right? We just realized what just happened in Maui and what's happening all around us. It's a good reminder, like this story, even this conversation is so powerful, listening to the prayers and the intention to serve the folks in Maui, and also just to remember like the power of fire, like this time of the summer, like I'm on lava rock right now, right? And like the power of transformation with fire is Agni, right? It's so potent because it transforms things. Yet at the same time, we need to sit in it. Like we actually need to be in it, and we have to embody some sort of bhakti, right? That we can move through the suffering, move through the trauma, move through it, not over-identify with it, but actually use it to transform, so that we can maybe be in a civilization or society where actually everybody's taken care of, you know? I'm excited for Bhakti Love Reunion this year because I'm excited for the continue the conversation of how Bhakti and just all these practices, right? They can also support us in a way of mutual aid, in a way that we can be proactive and not overly rely on the government or nonprofits or even religions, right? Because even they can become toxic. I'm Indian, okay? I'll tell you right now. You know, there's a reason I don't speak there's a reason I don't speak like this, is because my family had to escape India because there was a genocide happening against the Sikh people in India. Like the Hindus and the Muslims were killing Sikh people. You know, I'm not Sikh people like Sikh, but like Sikh people, right? And so we have to remember that these patterns keep happening over and over again unless we're in solidarity with each other, unless we realize the Hawaiian suffering is our suffering, and the Jewish people suffering is our suffering, and the Hindu people suffering, and the Christian people, and the people who don't believe in anything, also their suffering is our suffering. Like, we also have to start feeling that. And also nature is suffering, when ecology is suffering, when we're not supporting nature to do what she wants to do to thrive. Oh my gosh, that's a big one for me. I mean, I hope too this year in Bhakti Love Reunion, we get to also serve the land during the festival. And I invite you guys to come to that festival so that we can actually plant indigenous plants. We can take out invasive plants. We can bring back, we could pray on the water, because that water goes downstream, right? It reaches so many other communities and ecosystems. What if we blessed and brought sacredness into the things that we care about, but sacredness also into our festivals and the way we come together? Here right now is a global awakening event, right? And yet, how do we bring in all the different global philosophies and not just getting stuck in one philosophy, but being diverse with our philosophies so that we can be resilient in what we do? So, well, I just went on it wasn't me anymore. That was Hawaii speaking through me right now.
Beautiful. Yeah. So Indy is out in Hawaii, and if you are working and tending the land out there, right? And you just emailed me about bringing a little bit more of that ecological kind of focus to our land there at Native Springs. So we're really excited. There is a sacred stream running through that we drink the water. It's beautiful. It's beautiful mineral water there, and I would love to bless it up and receive all of the offerings that you have around that. What was your favorite part of Bhakti Love? What are you excited about bringing? Well, obviously you're excited about bringing more of this next year. But last year, can you share maybe like a favorite moment or two to give people a picture of what they're about to experience when they buy their ticket at a discount?
Well, okay, there's a few aspects of it that I got to share. I mean, there's the individual perspective of what I experienced individually, but then there's also the collective perspective, right? I really enjoyed the collective wisdom that came together, all these different walks of life and people sharing, not just music, but food and love and ideas around spirituality. It's like, what a great way for us to come together, you know, and remind each other that community is also healing, right? When we come together in this way, we heal physical, emotional, spiritual trauma, right? And so that was really beautiful to see and feel that. I personally love to share the laughter thing. I did my neuroplasticity play shop, whatever that silly thing I do is, and it was so fun to have everybody laughing. And I heard from people who had booths and like people who were down the road, or, doing other things. They were like, we started laughing too because it was so contagious. So I'm really excited to do something like that again. And I hope,
it was so fun. Everyone loved it. Yes.
And I also welcome the opportunity to do some ecological stuff where, I mean, Johanna, I don't know if you ended up catching it, but I was popping up all kinds of kirtans, like just pop up kirtan on that water, on that sacred water. And even though there was no stage there, I felt so called to just pray and sing, and then bring other people into that space. Like, hey, bring your tablas over. And Sahib brought his tablas, and we played tabla on that sacred water while playing the flute, while chanting. So I also welcome more. So I also welcome that, Joanna, that you guys create that space for there to be spontaneous expressions of bhakti. And so welcome.
You did it.
More.
That's what I was hoping would happen down there. It was just calling for it. So you picked up the universal call, but we should probably put a sign or something saying,
No, then it's not spontaneous then. But then it's not spontaneous. Oh, no.
Yeah, the magic, right. But we will actually have a fire this year. Last year, there was an issue around that because it was just after a really hot spell. And then we got the cold nights and the really hot days, if you remember. So we put it in October so we can have more fire safety. And also a little bit more comfort for everyone, because it's not going to be spiking hot cold. It'll be a nice sweet spot. So we will have jamming around the fire all night, and we do have facilitators that go until 2 a.m. with a fire ceremony tender. So that will be a really epic opportunity.
Maybe we can also burn some of the invasive plants that are kind of like you don't want them to hang around, because sometimes they replant. And we could burn them and use the ash after prayer and put it in the soil.
Ooh.
Biochar. That's biochar for you guys out there.
Yay. Well,
Indy,
you
it's
were
always
about to
good
say
have you on.
something.
And honestly, the sound is pretty rough, Indy. So
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go. But thank you for being with us.
Sure.
And we will look forward to seeing Indy, who is a lot of fun at the festival.
Yeah, he is. And he has a lot better sound when he's at the festival. We have sound.
I hope so.
I guess sound check would have been good. Thank you,
I had
Indy.
people sending me text
you.
messages saying, Scott, I can't handle the wind noise. So that's why we had to
But we're going to be having more of an opening ceremony situation where Indy will be joining us on Friday morning, and we're going to be kind of blessing the land in that way. So it's a really good opportunity for us to dive deeper into that, and we'll have laughter yoga and conversations with that beautiful soul throughout the weekend. Thank you so much, Indy. Sorry it wasn't easier for us to hear the sounds of the wind.
But we do have with us the wonderful Joss Jaffe, who I think is going to sound just right. Hey, Joss.
He always does. He's a great musician.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Oh, we're doing great, Joss, now that you're here.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah. So Joss, I have some stories about Joss, and I've toured a lot with him, but I don't have his specific bio pulled up, but Scott might have that. I'm going to just chat a little bit about what I know about Joss. He's a multi-instrumentalist and an incredible songwriter and producer in his own right. He has featured a lot of the most powerful musicians in our community and beyond. He has been in the top 10 on Billboard, if I'm correct, if it was number 3 or something like that. He was on Billboard and for a meditation album, but he also has upbeat English music that gets you dancing, and he has a beautiful dub mantra album that fuses the beautiful Eastern mantras with an awesome reggae style featuring, Donna DeLore and Jayu Tal. Among others, I believe, and Jayalakshmi, who's coming up. So I think that was a pretty good bio, Joss. He also is with the Grammys Recording Academy and works for BY Music, which is a beautiful music distribution thing that is distribution. What is it called? Distribution something. Anyway, label who is sponsoring Bhakti Love Reunion again this year. And they made the merchandise. So these beautiful t-shirts that Joss is wearing, they came from them, and hopefully we'll have some more to sell this year. So come by and grab your Bhakti Love shirt and support all of the beautiful happenings out there. And Josh Jaffe, he's just got an infectious smile and energy
Not
about
too
him.
infectious, though, of course.
Oh yeah, no, not like the good infectious, like love.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Johanna. It reminds me of the funniest introduction that anyone ever gave me was actually Indi Rishi. It was very funny. I was totally laughing, and I had trouble starting my set at Sedona Yoga Conference after Indi Rishi's introduction of myself. So I always have some good comedy in there. And what an amazing night tonight! I mean, all these incredible heroes in our community. Is anyone here from Australia, or anyone been to Australia? Any Aussies here? Well, when I was in Australia, they kept using the word legend, legend this and legend that, and calling everybody legends. And I feel like everybody here is just total legit legends. I mean, we've got Donna DeLore, who, is just so remarkable. And then listening to Jayutal talk, it brought back all these incredible memories. I was at that House of Blues shows as well in 1994, I believe it was, somewhere around there.
Just around there, because I was living just up the hill.
Yeah, I was there.
Probably sat next to each other. He was so hot.
Oh my God.
I was totally jealous. My girlfriend at the time was just like drooling over him. And I remember I was having trouble enjoying the concert because she was like so into him. It was like,
he's a legend.
I've joked about that since.
A legend. Jaya Lakshmi. So it's just such an honor that we're doing this, that we're all still doing this after all these years. And our devotion, our bhakti is here, and it's real. And Bhakti Love, we all get to experience it together. So if you don't have your ticket for Bhakti Love, definitely grab that, because it was such a special experience. I'm sure the next question is going to be, what was your favorite thing about Bhakti Love? And I'll just jump right in. It was this incredible community event. It was really special, whether you were an artist or a yoga teacher or a participant, or a comedy purveyor on the banks of the little stream there. It was just so special to see everybody do their thing and interact in that way. I also love the hot springs. That was really cool. I have to give a plug to the hot springs. So you can go to an incredible natural hot springs just about 20-30 minutes away from the site. So that's always a bonus. And it was just very special experience.
Ooh, and what's the instrument you brought with you?
I've got Ngoni here, and I'm gonna jump right into my song here because I know the clock is a-ticking. And this is the Mula Mantra. It's become one of my most streamed songs on the digital platforms, and it's been added to a lot of playlists. So thank you all for checking it out. There's various remix versions by DJ Taz Rashid, which is really, really, really beautiful. And some other iterations of that song. So you can get that at my Bandcamp. I think Scott popped that into the chat. And that's really the best way to support artists right now. If somebody here really touches you and their music really moves you, grab it on Bandcamp, and it goes pretty much directly to the artist. They have the highest paying of any stream. It's about 93% goes to the artist. So without further ado, this is the Mula Mantra. Sat Chit Ananda Para Brahma Purushottama Param Atma Shri Bhagavati Samhita Shri Bhagavate Namaha Sat Chit Ananda Para Brahma Purushottama Param Atma Shri Bhagavati Samhita Shri Bhagavate Namaha Shri Bhagavate Shri Bhagavate Sat Chit Ananda Para Brahma Purushottama Param Atma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Sat Chit Ananda Para Brahma Purushottama Param Atma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha Om Swaha.
Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. And of course, Josh was telling us about supporting him on Bandcamp. And hey, everybody, let's do that. It's really easy to find him, by the way. If you go to it took him to joshjeffy.bandcamp.com, but I also found it on Josh Tunes. So if you put in joshtunes.com or you go to Bandcamp and you put in Josh Jeffy, and there, look at all the music that this man has put out there. Man, that's incredible.
Thank you.
How many years are we looking at here?
The first album came out in 2007. So we're looking at almost 20 years worth of music, about 18 years worth of music there. And it ranges from ambient meditation, relaxing ambient music to really energetic music for yoga class. My most recent album was released by DJ Taz Rashid, and it's really perfect for yoga flow and everything in between. There's some tabla, ambient, reggae for the people that love reggae, a little bit of everything. So I really would appreciate your support if you want to grab one of those. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Josh, very much you're always just like so great jumping on the show, and you're a good man.
Thank you. And aloha, prayers to Maui. Aloha. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's keep Maui in our prayers. Absolutely.
Aloha, shalom. Peace and love. Thank you, Josh.
It's time for the Global Peace Tribe announcements.
We are one. We are one. We are one. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. We are one. One love. We are one. One love. We are one love, yeah, yeah, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love.
We are one love, and it's I just love doing this show. 3.5 years, and to be able to do with Johanna and Joss and just all these beautiful tribe. They are just luminaries and pillars in the Global Peace Tribe. So I want to let you know just a couple of things. First off, for those of you who have not registered yet, come join us. Come join the Global Peace Tribe. And it's really easy to do that. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com. And that'll take you to our website. You can learn all about what we do. We do a daily meditation inspired by the Twin Ray. We have all these shows. We do 2 or 3 shows every week, and register for the new season. And when you do that, you're going to get the links to all of our shows. for the next 3 months. That also includes evening meditation, similar to what you experienced tonight. And for example, this is what we were doing this week. We had the evening meditation every night. On Wednesday night, we did a powerful show all about the power of acceptance in order to truly unify. And this is, of course, the show that you're watching tonight, celebrating the Bhakti Love Festival. So come join us. It's easy to do that. And you're going to get the Zoom room links to all of our shows. And you'll also get the recordings we send out on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, usually, all the replays. So come and join us. The other thing I want to let people know is we're going to do a very special show this Wednesday night. This Wednesday night, it's an evening of love coaching. Trish, Katrina, and Corey Folsom, all three have taken my Love Coach Academy mentorship program, and we are going to answer your questions. So if you've got a relationship challenge, you definitely want to come to the Zoom room and get some love coaching. So those are the big two Global Peace Tribe announcements. But this is also a moment where I want to return. I'm going to bring Johanna back up. And let's talk one more time about how people can get tickets for this amazing festival. And so, again, the primary website, it's easy. It's bhaktilove.com. And when you go there, just click Festival Tickets. And Johanna has been kind enough to create a code. And what's that code again, Johanna?
It's SNA, Saturday Night Alive, SNA 20. And that gets you 20% off of festival tickets, which actually puts it at, I would say, kind of a ridiculously low price for what we're doing. So please come and do that pretty quickly, because we're going to raise the price pretty soon also of the main ticket. So that 20% will take a little less off. But thank you so much, Scott, for just honoring all of our beautiful artists and bringing us together for this. It was his idea. I just got a text message. Hey, do you want to do this about your festival? I've been so slammed. It was really nice. Thank you for actually making it easy for me to do this with you and welcome the family back.
Absolutely.
And hey, Little White Dog Show.
It
We
is
gotta
Little
do
White Dog
this.
Show. This is Jasmine Bear.
And this is Coco Bean.
Yeah, we'll have to get them together.
Coco Bean's wearing a sari.
How old is Coco Bean now?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere between 13 and 16. She's blind and she's now lost her directional hearing. So we're just enjoying whatever we got left.
You know, during those final years when they're so dependent on us, it's a very sweet time. Very sweet.
I mean, that's part of why I have to actually, I'm sorry, I've had to turn my camera off because she barks at me to go outside to get water because she doesn't know where she is.
She has to let you know what she needs.
Yeah, so she's been a little restless these couple of hours, but she knows what this showman life is like, so she has to wait. She just hangs out on my lap.
Yeah,
well, guess what?
Jaya Lakshmi time.
Whoa, exactly.
Time.
I'm so excited.
And I'm actually, you know, I'm in Ashland, Oregon. I'm staying inside in the Twin Ray Temple Sanctuary.
Oh,
and yeah, I'm living here right now for the next foreseeable future.
Nice.
And Jaya Lakshmi was here with us all last week. She did a pair of concerts for us. She was here. She was in the room, right?
She messaged me. She said she was going to Ashland. I didn't know that was what was happening. Wonderful.
Yeah, and she did an amazing concert. It was fantastic. So you're going to kind of hear her talking about that.
Perfect. And then I'm going to come pretty soon after the festival.
That's right. You're going to be up here, and we're really looking forward to Johanna Beekman time. It's so fun after being with all of you guys online. It's really, really fun to have you guys live.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here is a little interview I did with Jaya Lakshmi.
Perfect.
And you can enjoy it. It has been such a blessing to spend the last few days directly live with Jaya Lakshmi. She's up here in Ashland where she's been doing concerts. And then this morning, I had my very first experience of her abundance meditation experience. And it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's really awesome weekend here. And yeah, today was amazing. We called in Lionsgate Abundance codes, open portals, and it was really powerful for us all to do it together.
Yeah. There's something about people coming together and the way you facilitate. And I love doing, the rounds where we're just really all creating a mantra together. It creates a very high vibe.
It's the field. Yeah, it's the field of, let's see, we did 108 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha all together. We did 108 Om Shri Mahalakshmiye Namaha. We did Gayatri Mantra, and then we did some Lakshmi Kriyas, and we did the Jupiter Kriyas, these beautiful Jupiter Kriyas to call in that, open up that abundance frequency.
Now you're watching this, of course, on August 19th, and we're recording this on August 13th. And she was up here in Ashland working with the Twin Ray, and of course, we're collaborating more and more with the Twin Ray. And we're, of course, celebrating the Bhakti Love Reunion. And you were there last year. What are some of your memories from last year?
Oh, I had such a good time. I love it because after the whole COVID thing, it was so nice to see everybody. And I really liked the venue. It just felt very contained, like there was water, there was grass. And I liked the size of it, actually. It wasn't too big. But I mean, maybe it could be bigger, but it was intimate and sweet and so powerful and so connected. Like everyone was so connected there. Like it really felt like family, like real Bhakti family to me. And I missed everybody so much during COVID, during all the times when we weren't doing anything. So it was really awesome to see everybody. And just the lineup there and all of the artists that I've known over the years, it was so good to see them again.
Now, by the time we're playing this, our audience will have already seen Jai Uttal and Sharmina Beekman and Larissa Stowe. These are all your friends. These are all your buddies. You go pretty far back with most of them?
Let's see. Actually, I do. Yeah. I mean, it's not like they're like my super close friends, but I could say they're definitely good friends. And we, those of us who are in this Bhakti music, life of music, it's like there's a certain kind of closeness between us because we just know what we've been going through with, just being committed on this path. So it's just a bit of camaraderie that way that is so special. That's very sweet. So yeah, I've seen them a lot at festivals. Yeah.
So you talk about being on the Bhakti path, and this shows the awakening world. It's all about awakening. How do you apply your Bhakti path to your own personal awakening?
Well, kind of every day I ask myself, really, in a way, like, what is Bhakti? And I review that almost every day. How am I in service today? How am I in service, and how is my mission going? Which is to spread music, spread awareness, spread love through music and mantra and yoga. So I believe in it and I know it so powerfully that this is my work. So it's very integrated into my life. So every day I ask myself those questions. How was my Bhakti today? Kind of,
That's beautiful. I mean, there's a great tool for all of us. Really, start the day with what's my plan for today? How am I going to be of service today? And then at the end of the day, like, how'd I do?
Yeah.
You did good this weekend. I can tell you did very well this weekend. A lot of, she did concerts and of course this morning's experience. So thank you.
I'm so glad that you to come and be a part of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We go back. We first met back in the mid '90s, when she was lead singer for Lost at Last, and they would stay at my home when they were in LA. What do you have planned for the
for Bhakti Love?
For Bhakti Love.
Well, last year I did a main stage set, like a regular kirtan type offering. And I also did a Kirtronica set on the main stage. And I'm so glad Johanna asked me to do that. I'm so grateful because that kind of brought it out for me. Like, that's not really what I do a lot these days. But I do hear that from people like, when are you going to do Kirtronica? And we want to dance. And so a lot of people remember that when I would do that with Ananda, we would do that together. But last year I did it by myself. So that was really fun.
Wow.
And I did it twice, actually. I had like a daytime version of it too, a daytime set. So I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'll do it twice. I actually don't know the schedule yet. But, I think I'm probably teaching a class too. And that will be a combination of mantra, yoga, breath work,
Similar to
some
today.
kriya, a little bit like today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's just more
Take
focused.
her class. It's wonderful. She's more than just an amazing kirtan singer. She's a wonderful teacher, really wonderful. You made it very safe and fun and easy. And I get confused. I'm one of those guys that's like, give me just one thing. So what I've got to do, I got to do more than 3, forget it, I'm in trouble. I think it was 4. We had to do 4 stations. But you showed it, you made it nice and slow. So yeah, so thank you for us slow folks. You know? So final question. You know, we've both been around for a while. You know, you've seen a lot. What are your thoughts about the future? You know, are you optimistic? Are you nervous? You've got 2 daughters, so that's a whole, you know, how's this world going to be for my daughters?
And grandchildren.
And yeah.
Well, they're coming. They'll probably be here in a couple years.
Yeah.
So I know it affects me. And especially with things coming close to home, such as the fires on Maui, and just hearing about the intensity of the destruction there. Maui is just so beloved to me and so many friends there. And
I do remember being at Little Beach with you one time.
no, yeah, I remember connecting with you on Maui.
Yeah.
Well, you came to Lost at Last.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
So so that kind of, and then knowing I'm having grandchildren coming and in a little while, and it's especially to be a parent is it's intense because I know the world's changing, and I'm praying for the most positive change, of course, but I know that there's a certain amount of like purification that I feel like has to happen, and that's kind of in the program, in the big celestial cosmic program. So that's kind of what makes me feel a little uneasy. Like, where's that going to happen, or where's the next catastrophe? Or I'm praying for my family and hoping they're safe, but then I want everybody to be safe. I don't want anyone to be hurt. So I know it's an intense place, the planet right now, for so many people, and I feel very blessed that I seem to be pretty protected and pretty free, relatively, and my family's good and my friends. So I'm so grateful every day. So that's all I can say is just keep living in my gratitude, my trust, and optimism about the future, and all of us together. I think that's what really inspires me, is when I feel the power of the connections happening right now, and the networking of all of the awakened beings and all the beings that are awakening and coming to sing more mantras and coming to do more yoga and more breath work, and they're coming to do amazing service works, but they're also taking care of their inner, there are the service people who will just give and give and give, and then they're just exhausted. So it's a different time right now where service also means taking care of yourself, making sure that you're nourished, you're strong, you're clear, and you're good, So that's, I think, what we're also learning.
It's beautiful wisdom. Beautiful wisdom. Thank you so much.
Thanks for asking me to come on today. I'm glad I could be a part of the Bhakti Love.
The Love Live.
Yeah.
But everybody who's watching loves you. So all right.
Hopefully see you at Bhakti Love.
Definitely come to it, you guys. I'm going to do my best to be there. Joanna says this year she thinks she'll have internet connection so I can do Awakening World from there. So,
nice. Oh,
so
good.
then I'll be there.
Oh.
So is that the case, Johanna? Will we be able to have internet there? You need to unmute, my love.
Ken says they have a whole bunch more repeaters this year. I can't speak to anything as far as streaming because I go to a lot of festivals and I never have enough connectivity to do that. Because once everyone's on the festival ground, shoo.
Yeah.
But if you have an Airbnb down the way, which is what I would suggest, or a hotel room just in Lake Isabella, which is about 15 minutes away,
Okay.
then you can definitely do it and you'll be hardwired. You know, hopefully they'll have Ethernet or whatever for you to actually do it right.
Okay. Well, that's the
I
way
would
to.
suggest that because there was internet in the spaces on site that you can rent, which I think are full already actually too. So that I remember that I couldn't even really do what I needed to do on the internet for the places there because it just gets eaten up, the bandwidth. We had 750 people there, you know, Instagramming live. So I can't guarantee that on site you're able to go live with your thing, but if you're an Airbnb or something down the road, that's what I would do if I were in your situation. That's what I do when I'm on your show and I'm at a festival weekend, actually.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold off because we've got to get to the KES healer fairly soon. So I actually have a 10-minute Jaya Lakshmi piece. I'm going to play at the very, 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 very end of the show. We're going to hear from Larissa Stowe, and then we're going to close out and we're going to go to Lyubov, who's going to do a wonderful group healing for us. But because you're here and because Joss is here and because I love the video you did and it's short, and it's time for a little bit of music, I'm going to play the beautiful video that you did for the Global Peace Tribe, because our whole point is we've got to do everything with love. And Johanna made my favorite video, and she did it with so much love. So here is Johanna and Joss giving us All You Need Is Love. No, it's Do Everything with Love.
Love, 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 love. Love is everything. Love is everything. Love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Oh, oh, oh. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Do everything with love. Do everything with love. Do everything with love. Love. Love is everything. Nothing you can make that can't be made. Nothing you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. Yeah. Do everything with love. Do everything with love. Do everything with love. Love. Love is everything. Love is everything. Love is everything. Yeah. Love is everything. Love is everything.
Thank you so much for doing that with love and seeing some of our favorite luminaries that we added to the video. And because you do everything with love, I do want to take people to your website. And it is Johanna Sings, Johanna, sings.com. Johanna, you always have so much going on your website. You are also, like your buddy Josh, you are quite prolific. What do you want to look
Oh my goodness. My new album is not even on my website, it looks like. So I got to do that.
there?
But I'm going to put a link in the chat, and my new album is called Yoga Soundtracks Volume 2. So within a week, we'll have it up there on the website. But yeah, on that website that we just looked at, you can see that I do yoga and I teach voice and yoga and I sing chanting all over the world. So I look forward to connecting with you. I teach lullaby yoga, which resets your nervous system, and there's an online program. And my new album is Yoga Soundtracks Volume 2. And it is a soundtrack to yoga that I created with my co-producer, Ben Leinbach. So we will have that up there soon. It is released by BY Music, and it's available right now on all streaming platforms. So if you've got Apple Music, just look it up. Yoga Soundtracks Volume 2, and I'll write it in the chat right now, with Johanna Beekman and Ben Leinbach. It's a beautiful, beautiful offering, and it's featuring Sheila Bringy and other Bhakti Love luminaries.
Beautiful. And a couple of things responding. Omashar will be back next week. He'll be back a week from tonight. And next Saturday night shows another collaboration with the Evolutionary Leaders Network. And Mark Sims, I need to reach out to Mark. It would be really fun to have him on the show again. So we are now going to hear from our final presenter, and stick around because we've got a beautiful group healing that's going to take place with Lyubov. But our final person we're going to meet is one of our favorite people. She was on the show last Wednesday night, and I'm talking about Louisa Stowe. And Louisa is, well, what can I say about her? She is just a gem. And so here we go. I need to find the exact spot where it was. Hold on, where is it? It's 126.04. This may not be the exact spot where she starts talking about Bhakti Love Reunion, 126.04, but it's going to be close. Give me a moment, pulling it up.
So beautiful to be together and to be with the other musical artists. I believe I'm playing at 6:30 on Saturday the 14th. And I know Jayu Tal's playing right after us. So it's going to be a beautiful night. And I believe I'll be teaching a workshop there as well. And haven't put together that yet, but I think that will be happening too.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm doing a pre-recorded show you tell tomorrow for the Bhakti Love. And speaking of Bhakti Love, thank you first of all for bringing in your harmonium and spontaneously. And what would you like to share with us? Is there anything that comes to mind that is a good way to kind of weave together this show?
Yes, I think so. I was feeling into this song that I wrote that's all about, and it's so funny because this song, the inspiration came from an experience I had with Benj. Benj is my co-writer and musical collaborator. A lot of times you all see him with me. He plays guitar a lot on these shows, but he plays bass in our band, and he lives in on our property, and he has been a part of the community for a while. And I used to have parts of him that would drive me a little crazy, and to be honest. And I had this one beautiful experience with Divine Mother, and she really showed me, because I noticed that my heart was a bit shut down, and she showed me that I had been judging him, and that if I wanted my heart to open back up, that I needed to fully breathe all of him in. And I had this experience because it did come from Divine Mother of like, and really being shown my own judgment to like open, like just completely just open my heart. And as when I opened my heart, it's like I felt all of his stars. I felt his whole universe and everything that he is. It just came rushing into me. And I never looked at it in the same way. Like, it's like I was shown his past lifetimes and like just the fullness of his soul. And it blew me away so much that it became this song. And
that's perfect. What a beautiful story. Thank you. And Deborah Juliet writes, so true and so beautiful, Larissa. Deborah being very connected to the beloved and the mother. She loves the Divine Mother very much.
And Ma asks a lot of us, doesn't she? You know, she asks us to open our heart to the full spectrum of humanity. And that's what we've been talking about tonight, about becoming curious and really receiving each other and in the fullness and all that we are, even if it doesn't always make sense, to open, and that unifies us. So this song is inspired by Benj, but it reaches beyond him because it's really about all of us. I breathe in love, I breathe in life. I am the earth, the wind, the sun, the sea, the light. I breathe you in so I can grow. I let the magic of your stars come crashing in my soul. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We say goodbye.
I breathe in love, I breathe in life. I am the earth, the wind, the sun, the sea, the light. I breathe you in so I can grow. I let the magic of your stars come crashing in my soul. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Breathe in love. Breathe in life. I am the earth, the wind, the sun, the sea, the
Hallelujah. That's
Hallelujah.
beautiful.
Isn't it interesting, Johanna, as we look at each of these people, Donna and Joss and Jaya, and Louisa Stowe, each one of them are just, there's such beautiful souls. They're incredibly talented, obviously, but each and every single one of them is just an incredible human being.
And also very unique in their own ways. And Jaya Lakshmi has this really soft energy, and Larissa's got an intensity to her. Everyone has their own unique, perfect snowflake personalities that go with their own unique, perfect music. And I love the diversity of one that we have here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for bringing all these people together for the festival.
Oh,
And
thank you
thank you
for
for
bringing
being
us
one of our
together.
favorite people on Global Peace Tribe shows. I know you've got an event also going on tonight.
I
So,
do. Yeah, I've been kind of bilocating, but I did do a little research. I believe that in your chat there is a link to Yoga Soundtracks Volume 2 on all streaming platforms. So
it
if you want to
is.
check
Hang
that
on.
out, it's also
Yeah,
on my
well,
website if you want to buy a physical copy, but the master link will send you to all of those. Yep, there you go.
there it is. All right.
Yeah, so that Ben Leinbach will be at the festival. He is in Jayu Tal's band, and we co-wrote and co-produced that album together. So he will be there, and we'll be singing in person. So that'll be a real treat. And I'm just so excited that hopefully you'll get some internet close by and bless us with your presence this year, brother.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm glad you moved it to October because I don't do well in 110-degree heat, but 85,
Yeah.
90 is good. So,
Yeah, last year it was like 100, but then at night it got cold. That was actually the issue because it had just been 115 the day before. So, this year I think it's going to be so beautiful. I spent a lot of time out very near there, so I trust that it's going to be perfect like it usually is in October. All the way up until November, it's just magical out there. So, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Global Peace Tribe family. I mean, is that what we're calling it? Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Global Peace Tribe
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, come to Bhakti Love October 13th through the 15th in the center of California at the base of the Sierra Nevadas. Use the code SNA20 to get your 20% off. And we'll see you soon.
Johanna, I love you much. I will see you in person in October and we'll talk between now and then.
Oh, well, see you in after that in Ashland, I guess.
So
And
that is when you
that's
come to
also in
Ashland. That's
October.
when you'll be right here. That's right.
I can't wait. Well, thank you, family, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Good night.
Good night.
I see each one of these people, I just love them so much. Well, we are now having this very special experience where we close out our Saturday night show with a group KES healing. And it's really my pleasure to introduce you to a wonderful, wonderful woman. I've been getting to know her. She also lives here in the Ashland community. And you are looking at Lyubov. She's originally from Russia. She was a mathematics teacher in Russia. And so she's come a long way. And there are different levels of KES healing. cryptic energy system, of course, a Christic energy system, I should say. And it was created by the Twin Ray, and it's a very extensive process learning how to do it. I've been watching all that beloved Deborah's going through, learning how to do it. And just a little bit about the above. She has been following her inner guidance to navigate her life's journey. And she received the Quantum Light Practitioner license in May of 2019. Then 10 years of traditional Reiki master practice that took her to a higher level. She then completed the 5-day Holy Fire Reiki Master training with the founder of the International School of Reiki, William Rand, in Hawaii. In August of 2020, she became an active member of the Oracle Girls Purification Group and a world-growing community. Her latest adventure, as she says, another piece of the puzzle, was attending the Quantum Mind Week-long Advanced Retreat with Joe Dispenza in 2021. She was accepted to be part of the Royal Equinox Italy Twin Ray Retreat with our beloveds, the Divine Masters and Teachers Shekinah Ma and Sanandaji in September of 2019. So that's almost 4 years ago. And since that time, she has attended every one of the retreats by the beloveds. She is deeply committed, and it is really a blessing because she is so devoted to bringing in their work. And so we are in for a beautiful, beautiful transmission. Thank you, Lyubov, for being with us. This is also her first big group Zoom online experience. So it's an exciting opportunity that we get to, as our Awakening World audience, to experience her gifts, which really comes through her deep devotion. So Lyubov, thank you so much. And I'm turning the show over to you.
Oh, thank you. Namaste, beloved hearts. What a beautiful evening today. I'm so grateful, Scott. And I feel so joyful today and so honored to be here with all of you now in this special day, offering the gift of Christic Energy System and being of service to you. For someone new to KS, Christic Energy System is a celestial healing technology that has been transported through time and brought back from the future by liberated masters Shekinah Ma and Sanandaji as a precious gift to humanity and Mother Earth. It's very powerful and supporting tools also for everyone in this ascension process. And if you're willing to experience it right now, I'm asking permission to work with your energy field. Just simple yes would be great. Thank you. And we are creating now a group container for all who are present and who will participate in the future. The Christic Energy System will work with unified field of our group container. And one more thing to know, every one of you present in this group field is the sum total of your entire soul, soul extensions, your ancestors, and your monad, and thus you have the power to transform karma from all those levels. And this is just one of the possibilities that Christic Energy System provides. Okay, let us start, and I want to invite you to make yourself comfortable. You can lay down or sit down and take a few deep inhale and cleansing light, and exhale with sigh. Exhaling absolutely everything that is willing and ready to go now. Just do 2 more time, please. Deep inhale light and exhale, relaxing your body. I'm inviting you to close your eyes now for someone who haven't done it yet. And look inward into your precious heart. Put all your awareness there, expanding your heart more and more to create one collective heart now. Let's anchor this beautiful energy into the crystalline core of beloved Gaia, sending it down through your column of light. Feeling your heart beating in unison with her heart. And now bringing Gaia's healing energy up back to your heart, up through your crown to the center of the sun. Use it as a portal and go even higher to the great central sun. Expand your awareness to connect with the universal heartbeat now. And bring in those golden energy from the source down through your crown back to your heart now. Filling up all your bodies with the golden energy. And here we are at the altar of our heart, sitting all in the circle. You are now invited to put all your intentions for the session here, on the altar of divine love that you are. And the Christic energy will support you releasing all and transforming all that are not love. Still of mind and clear of heart, I enter now into the cosmic portal of Holland, where the highest self of each beloved in the container awaits. With open heart, complete trust and surrender, and in the name of the divine cosmic Christ, I ask now for the manifestation of the highest timeline reality for each beloved in this container to become realized of mind, body, and soul with gentle lessons and graceful process, and increase this Holland as much as the cosmic law, physical body, and each beloved soul shall allow. I choose now to live in the reality where the healing has already been accomplished. The fates have been altered, and our prayers answered through thine holy presence of love. While honoring the free will of all, I give my complete thanks and gratitude for all that has already occurred through your mighty presence and thine eternal light. I am free. The soul is free. All is free, and so it is. Amen. I, Любовь, call upon the Cosmic Christ Supreme Intelligence to support and facilitate this group Chaos Holland session. I ask permission from all receivers present to receive this group Holland with the highest good and divine grace for all involved. Permission received. I request on behalf of each beloved in this container to become aligned for the duration of this session to the divine intelligence of Christ's energy system with grace, with ease, and with joy. I invite the Cosmic Christ energy to connect with us now in the most appropriate way for all involved. May all that transpires in this microcosmic reflection of our group constellation support and uplift the ascension of the entire human collective and all sentient life. I also call forth assistance from the Divine Heavenly Mother and Heavenly Father presence to overlight this group container with pure unconditional love from the Most High. May all be known through this connection of pure love, so that group whole in session anchors in us in the most benevolent way. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Thank you, and so it is. I'm just sweeping energy field of container and open it up to receive. We're going to clear variation from our heart chakra, anahata. It's variation of anxiety and regret, both imprinted from soul and monadic level now. I'm connected directly with ascended version of sun and moon, bringing in diamond essence, sort of light. To purify variation of anxiety imprinted in heart chakra of our collective energy body from the soul level now. I'm inviting you to experience vibration of diamond essence ray. Feel this pulsation, frequency. Energy of the sun and moon, purifying and balancing masculine and feminine. We're also purifying variation of regret, imprinted in heart chakra from soul level now. Continue working with diamond essence ray. I'm connected directly with ascended version of Ursa Merge and Pleiade and calling in ultraviolet essence, sort of light, to purify variations of anxiety imprinted in heart chakra from monadic level now. Feel, visualize, experience vibration of ultraviolet ray saturating your energy field. Also purifying variation of regret in the heart chakra from monadic level. I'm bringing emerald essence ray now to amplify virtue of love in your heart chakra. Feel this emerald essence ray filling up your chakra, your heart, infusing unconditional love. That you are unfolding it. sealing up your energy field with the golden light. And I invited all of you very gently and slowly. Bring your awareness back into your physical body. Returning in your physical body completely now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And if anybody would like to share your experience, it would be lovely to hear from you. Or you can write down in the chat.
Mhm. Hmm. Thank you so much. And I do want to invite people to please share with us. I mean, I see that we still have 30 people that are with us. And so a lot of our people that have been with us since, gosh, they came in at 6 o'clock, so over 3 hours ago. And it's really helpful to know what people experience. So if anybody has, I know it took me like, okay, I gotta get it together and come back to the computer. I was lying down on the bed. But thank you so much. And
Thank you.
and the above is, oh, I'm sorry, I always get spacey after doing these. So I will read a couple, and I also want to take people to your website. But here's a couple comments. Susan writes, I love the container meditation. It feels complete. Laura Chamberlain writes, the above, that clearing was deeply relaxing. I'm at a deep peace. And Daria writes, I'm feeling very peaceful. So I'm going to wait for another moment or two for people to share a little bit more. And then I'll give me a moment to bring up the above's website. So give me a moment. What an incredible evening it's been with, tuning into so many beautiful musicians. And then, of course, what we experienced with tuning into the devastation on Maui and that prayer. And your website is lightupinjoy.com, correct? It's not, I'm going there, but it's saying, I'm going there, www.lightupinjoy.com. Let me try adding.
It's okay. That's okay.
Lightupinjoy.com. It's not coming up for us.
That's okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's no problem.
Ian writes, I went very deep, despite not being conscious for much of the time. My heart feels expanded and enriched. Much gratitude. Our beloved George Noble, who was just with us here in Ashland, writes, thank you, the above. I feel very calm and peaceful as well. It was great. And it was Eleanor that actually wrote that. Laura writes, thank you, the above, for that healing and energy. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait for a moment for just a couple more comments, and then we're going to go to close it out with the Jaya Lakshmi music. And of course, Jaya Lakshmi was with you, the above, and me. We all were just with her. So,
What a beautiful memory of this magical time with her, this abundance meditation, and your concert in the Haven.
Amazing. It was amazing. How blessed we were. All right, well, I'm going to go to that. Thank you so much. We love you very, very much, above. Beautiful, beautiful work. Thank you so much. And here's hopefully some sweet music for us to complete with. This is from last year, Bhakti Fest. Here we go.
Chants and other things. Singing to the divine. So this is a call response style song. From the earth to the sun, we are one, we are one. Stars in the night, we are light, we are light. Like the stars in the night, we are light, we are light. As the wind upon the sea, we are free, we are free. As the wind upon the sea, we are free, we are free. From below and above, we are the servants of love. From below and above, we are the servants of love. From the earth to the sun, we are one, we are one. Stars in the night, we are light, we are light. The stars in the night, we are light, we are light. As the wind upon the sea, we are free, we are free. As the wind upon the sea, we are free. Servants of love, from below and above, we are the servants of love. servants of love from below and above. We are the servants of love from below and above. We are the servants of love.
Love Jaya Lakshmi. And I love all of you, and I love that so many of you are still here. Lots of wonderful comments still coming in. And yeah, that gets the energy going again, doesn't it? Commenting on what Laura just wrote. So thank you, beloved Global Peace Tribers. I see Sylvia and Ian and George and beloved Deborah, Leah Bob is still with us, Roger and Bonnie, and all of you who are still with us. May you all have a beautiful sacred Sunday tomorrow. And remember, next Wednesday night, coaching. Bring your friends, bring anybody you know who's got relationship issues. I and 3 other love coaches are going to help them. And thank you for staying with us for the entire show. That really means a lot to me. And what a beautiful, beautiful show it was. You're right. Thank you, Grace Denise. It has been a beautiful night. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.